Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have something really cool for you. It's a little tutorial on negative keyword match types and how you should be using them. If you use them the wrong way, which I'm going to explain in 60 seconds, then your ads are still going to trigger for bullshit that is going to waste clicks, waste money, and it's stuff you don't want. Okay, so this is going to be a crash course, really quick video. We're inside a live client account, so I'm going to give you real world examples here so you can see, and by the time you're done watching the video, you will understand how the different negative match types work and how to use them. So the first thing, right, if you're brand new, I'm going to pull up my handy dandy keyword tool here. You have three different match types. You have broad match, phrase match, and exact match. So let's go into an example here. Come down to our plumber. We have a keyword, right? Now, D&D Plumbing, Rancho Cordova. D&D Plumbing is the problem. Okay, so that's what we call a root negative keyword. So what I would do is click that and it adds it to my keyword list, and I can add it in all the different match types. Now here's how you want to do it and what you want to avoid. You want to add, if you're choosing one word only as a negative keyword, you can either do that in broad match or phrase match. It doesn't really matter, okay? If you do it in exact match, which is the brackets here, all that's going to do is tell Google, if someone searches Google for only the exact word D&D, that your ads won't trigger. Excuse me. Now, if someone searches for D&D Plumbing, your ads are going to trigger. D&D Plumbing near me, your ads are going to trigger. Okay? It's a huge mistake that a lot of people make, is they add everything in exact match negatives, and it's just not how you should be doing it. You should be doing it in phrase and broad match only. Okay? So phrase match has the quotes around it, and broad is just nothing. So that's what broad looks like. Now, let's say you have more than one word you want to add. Let's find something. So we have, I'll grab this real quick. Click and drag. Earl's Performance, right? So if you add more than one word, Earl's Performance, now if you do broad match, it's going to show for other searches with Earl's Performance in it, right? It's just a different, broad match allows it, Google to mix and match it. So it could be performance, Earl's near me, or Earl's Blue Performance. Your ad's going to trigger for stuff like that, right? With mixed in stuff in it, in between it or after it, okay, it's going to, your ads are still going to trigger for stuff like that. Now, if I phrase match it, all that's doing is telling Google, I don't want my ads to trigger for anything if that has the words Earl's Performance in this order, okay? Earl's Performance in this order. So Earl's Performance near me, Earl's Performance Conshohocken, Earl's Performance Cordova, Ohio, Chico, Plumbing, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? As long as it's in this order in phrase match, it will not trigger your ads. So really, it's honestly the best way to add negative keywords is to just do the one word. And to get rid of Earl's Performance, all you really got to do is just click here, click on Earl's, and we'll add it to my list. And now anything with the word Earl's in it is never going to show, right? So it doesn't matter about the order. It's never going to show. And you can either do that. If it's one word, as I said, you can do it in broad match or phrase match. So that's how you want to be doing your negative keywords. So a problematic example would be if I did exact match, right? So if I did exact match, Earl's Performance, if someone types into Google Earl's Performance near me, Earl's Performance Cordova, Earl's Performance Plumbing, I'm still, my ads are going to trigger for all of that stuff. It's only not going to trigger for exactly Earl's Performance. Hopefully that makes sense, right? If you do it that way, if you do it with exact match, you're going to run into problems because you're still going to get all that bullshit that's going to come through in your search terms that you're going to pay for because Google's going to monetize that shit traffic regardless, right? If you fuck it up and you do it wrong, you're going to pay for it. There's no way around it. So make sure that if you're adding your negative keywords that you're doing it in phrase match. If it's multiple words, that's the way I do it, right? Or you can do it in broad match. So broad match is just, like I said, it's not in this exact order. It could be in any order in the keyword, and it's not going to show for it. So one word keywords, negative keywords, you can add them as broad match and phrase. That's how you want to do it. Now let me show you an example, right? So pay attention. It's really important. I'm going to show you an example of going through the search terms and finding root negatives, because that's how you want to add your keyword, your negative keywords, is as root negatives. So you just cut all that fucking bullshit out that's going to come through from these long tail keywords that you keep getting in search terms. So if we're scrolling down, All right, we have a keyword here right off the bat. America's Plumbing Sacramento. Not a bad keyword, except for the word America is another brand, right? So all we're going to do is pull the root, which is America's. So I click it, adds it to my negative keyword list. I can either do it in broad or phrase, because remember, it's only one word. I'm scrolling down. Drain Tech Plumbing. Drain Tech's the root. Fat Plumber. The word fat is the root. Intech Plumbing. Intech is the root. Jason Harrell Plumbing. So here's an example of what I would do with this, right? If it's a guy's name, because that's a competitor name. It's a big thing for any niche, no matter what you're in. I'm going to click and drag, take the whole name, Jason Harrell. It's going to add it to my keyword list here. Then I'm also going to take the word Jason and Harrell, and those are going to be added as negative keywords as well. So that's how I would do that. Journeyman Plumber, hourly rate, right? So journeyman is like, a certain type of plumber. It's something we're not going to want. So I just click that. That's the root, journeyman. I'll click it, adds it to my list, just like that. Then all you do is copy your keywords and drop them in as negative keywords. So biggest takeaway from this video, guys, is you don't even have to waste time with exact match negative keywords. All right. It's just a straight up waste of your time. Do phrase match if it's multiple keywords, or you could do broad. It's really up to you. It's a preference. I always do phrase match for more than one word. One word root negatives, you can do as a broad match. Doesn't matter. Okay. So if you have any questions about how these match types work, drop them in the comments. I'll jump in and answer them. All right.